Hi everyone, my name is Helen and I'm delighted to be introducing you today to Steve. Hi Steve.
Hiya, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be able to share his story with you all. Steve's just completed his 21-day nutritional kickstart plan, which it's fair to say has had a bit of an impact on you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's had a pretty good impact.
Cool, good. Can't wait for you to share your story. But before we do that, I'd quickly like to go over what the 21-day plan actually is. It's basically about good, clean nutrition, making some healthy choices with your food, looking after your body, creating some good eating habits, breaking some of those habits which are perhaps not so good. And it's about resetting your gut health and balancing your microbiome. Research and studies are now discovering just how important it is to have a healthy gut because it affects the entire body, not only physically, but emotionally, hormonally, as well as affecting the way you think and your mental wellness. So I'm really pleased that Steve wants to share his story with you all. So Steve, let's just go back to where we started from, just a few short weeks ago. Before you started the plan, can you let us know what your struggles were and whether there were any particular issues or concerns? And also what inspired you to actually do the plan?
Oh, lots to discuss. I think the main thing is obviously we've been in lockdown for a lot of months now, and I was definitely starting to see some bad habits forming, especially around just junk eating, alcohol being, just reaching for a glass of wine all the time. I definitely noticed I was starting to put a bit of weight on around my gut, which I wasn't happy about, especially working in fitness. And actually, with the inspiration was a good friend of mine, Mr. Ian Daniel, who you may know.
Yeah, I might know.
Who I happened to bump into. And, I respect Ian. Working in fitness, we're the biggest cynics of all. And Ian wouldn't put his name to anything if he wasn't happy with it. So it was just a good opportunity, especially with a new lockdown coming, and knowing that I was going to be stuck in, to actually take this challenge on, because I obviously had a heads up what it involved, and I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. So 21 days sitting at home was a good time to do it.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more about taking care of yourself and just kind of reevaluating what you're eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Cool. So you heard about the program. So did you have any reservations about actually doing the plan?
I didn't. I think, I think the hard bit is when you're about to tell someone you're going to stop pretty much everything in your life. That's a definite reservation. But actually, it was okay. I'll talk more about that as we go on. So no, it was just, it's going to be a 21-day slog. I think you immediately start to think in your head.
So let's hear about your results. What has the program done for you?
Well, the program's been really good, and you'll notice I haven't used the word diet because I know you don't, and I understand it because I obviously looked into it beforehand. I had a chat with Ian because it's about what I wanted to achieve out of it, and I did look at microbiomes, and I'm quite aware of that. And also when I was sort of told, oh yeah, your sleep will get better, and this will get better, and that will get better, it was just, yeah, it was a good time to embrace this. So for me, definitely. Well, you can talk about my results in a minute. It had a flattened out on my stomach. I've lost some really good weight. My stress levels are way down. I'm full of energy at the moment. My sleeping's really good now. It's been really, really good. And actually, I know we're a little bit behind in a few days. As you know, I finished it. I've actually carried on pretty much doing most of the diet now. So I've changed a lot of habits.
Yeah, I don't think it's not really a diet in the way that you sort of think about in terms of weight loss. It is about changing your eating habits and introducing some good nutrition back into your diet, and diet as in your everyday eating, rather than just going down a particular route for trying to lose weight. This is more holistic. It's more sort of covers everything really in the body.
Yeah, and I think obviously you work in conjunction with the supplementation. I'm sure I'll tell people more about that. And obviously I'm the biggest skeptic of all about supplementation. I have to use it. I'm very active and I train 6, 7, 8 times a week. So I need supplementation to complete my diet. So I'm very skeptical about anything that's put in front of me. And obviously that was a large part of the process I had with Ian. And interestingly enough, yes, you could do the diet and not do any of the supplementation, you still get some results. But for me now, coming off the diet, I've actually continued with a couple of items of the supplementation, because from withdrawing them, I immediately felt actually these supplements were definitely working for me in conjunction with the cutting out of everything else. So it's an all-enhancing complete package, and I think that's really important.
Yeah, and I completely agree. It is a combination of those supplements and the better nutrition that gives you that overall end result. And you know, I know your energy levels are up, and you know, that's brilliant. So you know, congratulations on sticking to the plan and actually going along with it. You said you kind of liked the structure of it, the fact that you had a particular time of day you needed to take the different supplements alongside the nutrition. So you've clearly reaped the rewards, and that's just absolutely brilliant. So I'm really delighted. So if anyone's watching this right now and you've been inspired by Steve's story, perhaps you're sitting on the fence and unsure whether it's right for you. Steve, what would your message be to somebody sort of in that situation?
Yeah, I get them to either get in contact with you or I'll gladly go through it, what it entails. I say it worked for me because I'm an OCD control freak, and I'm not actually, but I do like structure, and this is a really good structured program that you can work your way through. It helps if you've got someone to support you through it, so working in conjunction with someone is quite good, but it's hard, but it's not as hard as you think it's going to be. You know, there are highs and lows, but they're quite easy to work through if you're prepared to put the time into it.
Yeah, I think the preparation is really important when you first start, and then after a while it just becomes almost second nature. And as you say, it's just about creating those new habits as much as anything else, which I'm delighted to hear that you're going to be continuing. So that's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm not actually doing that now. I'm just sort of changing. I'm working out how I incorporate different things into a complete new eating and nutrition plan.
Brilliant. So just to wrap things up, and if you're watching this video and this sounds interesting and you want to know more about it, about what all this is about, and a quick reminder, it's about healthy eating, healthy habits, eating great nutrition. It's about creating some good eating habits and breaking bad ones. And on top of that, it's about supporting a healthy gut, which is linked to so much of our overall health. And as Steve has very kindly said, you know, if you want to get in touch with him to find out more, that's great. Or you can contact myself. I'd be more than happy to go through what's involved with the plan. So with that, I think thanks very much for sharing your story, Steve, and giving us your time. Great work. I'm sure you'll continue, and I'll look forward to hearing more as we go along. So thanks for checking in, and see you soon.
All the best. Cheers. Bye.